Here we go.
I realized I left my sweater in that restaurant. All good.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I don't think you had a sweater.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I had one. Okay.
I don't remember you.
All good. All right. Crank it up.
Okay.
Hey, D.
Hey, C. This is D.
This is C.
And this is
Black Meets World.
So we have a few guests in the room. Our producer, Mac.
Yes.
Let me give a hard eye roll. A hard eye roll to that.
Oh my God. We have T, who's been on the podcast before. I don't know if y'all remember. I think it was
last year.
What was it called? If it feels like you're ready. That's that episode.
Oh my gosh, when Brother E showed
I would truly invite y'all to go back to those episodes somewhere in the winter where Brother E and T gave us all the life we needed.
It was the funniest thing. And we also have someone Skyping in, King Williams. Hey.
Hey, what's going on?
Word.
Hey there.
This is so hilarious.
This is good. This will be our first time actually having someone call in. So hey.
Word.
We're growing.
Legit celebrities here, y'all. So let's start out with the facts. I saw this on the news and it was like, what was it? The canceling of our black voice or the canceling of our blackness or something. The silencing of the black voice, whatever. Larry Wilmore. Yeah, they canceled.
So give those who are not as familiar with the show, give us a quick overview of what Larry Wilmore's show is.
Yes, please do.
All right, Comedy Central. He has a late night show that comes on pretty much after the Daily Show, right?
Mm-hmm. With Trevor Noah.
Yeah, so he actually was a writer for a lot of stuff. He was a writer on The Daily Show. What else is he a writer for?
I don't know. I just know he's a writer for The Daily Show. But he's been in the game for a long time.
Yeah.
Kind of came through with his own show. It was like very black. He talked about a lot of black topics. Had a lot of black jokes. It was like, I guess they were trying to appeal to more of a black audience.
This is also the same person who at the State of the Union correspondence dinner told Barry O that he did it, my nigga.
As in Barry O, Barack Obama.
The President of the United States of America.
And said this in front of a lot of white people at the White House. I give him props. You know, to me, he was like awkward when he did it, but I'm like, you know what? Props to you for I know, it was like almost like, cringe, like, not you. Don't do it in front of them.
Really uncomfortable.
Right? But then it's also like a testament to like, you know what? I ain't got to be I don't have to be like, you know, think about you guys when I'm speaking candidly.
I shouldn't always have to tailor my speech to white people. It's basically what I felt like he was trying to say.
Yeah.
Which obviously may or may not have affected the
So
fact
what was your theory?
That they just canceled the show.
Because of that.
Yeah, like I just feel like that's bad PR for any network to employ somebody. Like,
or good.
It
I mean, Trump is proudly like an example of.
I'm just saying,
press. Any press is good press.
I hear you. I guess Paula Deen's shows got canceled when she was talking about slaves and blackface and all these parties she was throwing. So I don't know. Like, I think networks in general still feel like they have to be, quote, politically correct. Now, news is completely different because they're not necessarily. They're supporting Trump, but in a different way. It's not like Trump has a show on CNN. They just can show, they're like reporting, quote, on his stuff, but they're making money because that's media. It's different than like an hour block that you have as a representative of this network. So,
question. Who in this room actually watched this show? How were the ratings? Oh, you watched it? Oh,
yeah, I watched it.
Okay, give us the format. Because I watched it a few times, and it was like, it's kind of painful. But
it was almost like The Daily Show, in my opinion. Yeah, it was almost like the same thing, except he will also have like a round table.
I remember watching the round table, and he said something about black people or black women, and I was like, oh,
I feel like it was always like some type of like coming from a black focus or something like that.
Okay, that's good to know.
And then he always had this other cat, this black dude that was like always calling out like the way black people see.
Oh, your black card.
Yeah, and stuff like that. That's just in my opinion. But
was it a good show? Yes or no?
Yeah, subjective. Because
you're not invested though.
Yeah,
it wasn't. You didn't immediately say, that show was bomb. I'm so upset. You were just
I saw like 6 episodes.
Got it.
Throughout the whole time.
How many seasons were there?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
it was on a few years.
It wasn't. No, I feel like it just started maybe a year ago.
It might just not have gotten
They wrapped that up.
Really?
Yeah. I can't imagine it was on that long. King Williams, what you think?
I mean, for Larry Wilmore, I never actually watched the show, but I mean, he's a big voice. I know you guys didn't really know his work earlier, but like Larry Wilmore's the equivalent of like that guy behind the scenes who probably made your favorite show your favorite show. And I mean, I say it like this: like Larry Wilmore is really like probably like the GOAT of black comedy writing. I mean, this guy's written everything from like The Fresh Prince to Sister, Living Color, Bernie Mac, the Jamie Foxx show.
Thank you for educating us.
If you were really into like film and TV and the industry, this guy probably has written on probably your favorite TV show.
Wow.
And he's even given Issa Rae, like he's the one who gave Issa Rae the second chance with HBO and what she's doing. He got Blackish on the air.
Wow.
Like, so a lot of people who are in the film, you know, if you're black and really, really into the film community, this actually hurts. But I mean, at the same time, we didn't watch his show. So, you know, it is what it is.
Wow, that's huge. And also for
maybe
background,
he's just better on the behind the scenes work than he is in front of the camera.
And for background, King Williams is in the film industry.
Apparently so.
Yes, allegedly.
You know,
He said apparently.
He just only worked for a really good, guy who's actually of color, who's from Brooklyn, who's had a few movies.
I used to work for this guy called Spike Lee, and so
Casual
that happens. Like, so you meet a few people. So
excuse me, you meet a few people. Okay, well,
thank you for that background. That goes to show I had absolutely not a clue.
So then my question is, did you help produce the movie that's coming out about the Obamas? Southside with you?
Oh, I didn't know.
With you. Let me get my grammar together. King Williams, I'm talking to you because you out here.
That, but I'm actually kind of disappointed though in the way it's marketing, but that's a me thing. I think they could have been promoting this a lot better, but to each its own.
I agree. I feel like I haven't seen it anywhere.
I saw an advertisement this morning. Like, I saw a commercial for it this morning. I was like, oh, yeah. I remember, like, seeing that. It was, like, one of those aha moments. Like, I remember hearing about it, like, months ago. But then I saw a commercial. I was like, oh, yeah. Whatever did happen to that?
I saw it today when you sent me the topic list.
Word.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, it hasn't.
That goes to show us. If we don't know,
that's what I'm saying.
Who really knows?
Comes out, like, next week, right? It comes out relatively soon. Or this weekend? I think it comes out pretty soon.
I actually don't know the answer to that. We were just talking about it at brunch on Sunday, and I was just like, wait, who's in the movie? Tika Sumpter's in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, legitimate people that we know, but they just haven't advertised for it. I haven't seen a single, like, TV, I mean, not that I watch TV that much, but...
I'm sorry.
What time
Dee just said she doesn't watch TV that much, and I'm like, I'm sorry. Who am I talking to?
I don't watch real-time TV that much.
You on demand
phrase. Yeah.
Sorry, what'd you say?
When is it supposed to cover? Like, what period of time?
When they met, like, their relationship, them dating, them in,
And
his early politics. Date?
Isn't their first date?
You said, isn't their first what?
We're talking about Southside with You?
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it about their first date?
It's just only about their first date.
I don't know. That's what the preview looked like.
That's what the preview did look like, but I don't know.
So they were like,
it's like the best first date ever.
Oh,
or something.
okay,
Got it.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Oh my God.
Well, it comes out in like 3 days.
All right, well, we'll watch and report back. I think what we're more likely to see or watch is probably going to be Black Panther, which I'm hyped as hell for. Obviously, it's not coming out. I think it's not till next year.
Yo, did anyone see Civil War?
Yeah.
Captain America Civil War came out
so
this summer.
fucking good. So first of all, I didn't grow up with comic books. I didn't grow up like with Marvel. I didn't grow up like that wasn't my childhood. Like I'm not knocking nobody who did. It just wasn't my upbringing. But when I tell you, like my friend, shout outs to Courtney. I don't know if she wants me to use her name. Anyway, she's gotten me into like this whole like Marvel, DC Comics, like whole brand, right? So I'm like, yo, this thing is good. And I tell you, I was watching Civil War. If anyone has been to the movies with me, I talk back to the screen.
Oh, boy.
I had a good time up in that bitch. Let me tell you that much.
You one of the people I couldn't go to movies with.
But I'm good. But like, you'll laugh at my jokes. Like, it'll be like good timing. It won't be
obnoxious person.
Yes, like, it'll be like an obnoxious laugh at the right time. But it's not. It's not distracting. Is what I'm trying to say.
It's not.
Somebody's in there thinking I paid the same $15 for her. She can't shut the hell up, right?
Yo, speaking of which, Union Square got to step up their game because I clean walked up into that movie theater, not really understanding like, oh wait, no one took my ticket, didn't even know. Basically, I walked in and got a free movie.
On 23rd Street, the one is not that strict either. It's expensive to go. I don't go to the movies in the city because it's just too expensive.
We saw Suicide Squad.
I heard it was trash.
Anyone see it? It is trash.
Really?
Okay, I'll say this. It had a lot of potential. It started off strong, and then it just ended It was far too cheesy.
I heard Will Smith was good though.
M saw it.
I guess that's what Mac, you saw it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Whatever your name is.
Can you elaborate?
It was a lot of fucking information in one movie. It was like they're setting up a franchise with one, like setting up like a cup, like probably like 7 different spin-offs almost.
Oh God.
With one movie.
That's hard.
And it's a lot, and they throw a lot at you and everything else.
King Williams, you about to say something?
Nah, I just was like, I'm with you. Whoever said it was too much going on, I'm kind of with that. And it was super cheesy. It didn't have to be.
Yeah, and Croc was like super black, and that was.
Oh my gosh, it was so racist.
It was really offensive.
So Croc is basically set up, or he's introduced to, he's introduced as like, what do they say? They rewinded evolution, and he's basically like it's a man who's a crocodile, but he has a really deep voice. He has this very like aggressive like body language, and he like kills people in the water because he's a crocodile, right? And he has like these like crocodile teeth. But like when I tell you the few words that came out of his mouth were, you don't want to wait, what is it? You want what did he say? Shit. All I know is at the end of the movie, he said some very black ass shit, but like not from black perspective like us, but like a white person writing a black storyline. Like, but you let the professionals have it. Let me get inside of that water. Like that's literally how he sounded. He sounded like a motherfucking like field slave. Like yes. Then at the very end, they just motherfucking added like the icing to the cake when they had this man.
Spoiler alert.
I was just getting ready to say spoiler alert.
At the end.
Spoiler alert. Like basically, this won't ruin the movie any more than it already has ruined itself. But all of this, the squad basically got some concessions while they're still imprisoned. And one thing he wanted, guess what he wanted? Mind you, people were
watermelon.
No, damn near close.
Oh, I'll give me chicken.
Chitlins?
BET. What?
That's flagrant.
Flagrant. Are you kidding me? In 2016, this is what you added to a script? First of all, who still watches BET? No shade. But B, when they actually showed like what BET was airing, it was like booty shaking videos at night. You remember Uncut? Mm-hmm. It's like, I'm sorry, I don't even know they still have Uncut. A, B, who watches, BET, MTV, or any of those for like music videos in 2016? That's what YouTube's for. Duh.
No one watches Jams or whatever anymore.
It was just a lot. I just felt really some sort of way, and I'm still upset about it.
It sounds like it. Well, at least, so Bad Boys 3 is supposed to be coming out. This is one of my favorite series, like movie-wise. Number 2 did not disappoint. I think Bad Boys 2 is almost better than Bad Boys 1.
What was that, 04?
It was spaced out. 03. Pretty far apart. Yeah.
It's far apart, but that's one of those movies I feel like Martin and Will Smith wrote it. So the writing for the black jokes and that kind of stuff comes from them.
Oh, you said Will Smith wrote it?
No, I'm saying like I'm sure they're involved in a lot of the script and all that kind of like they help.
Plus, they're professionals. Like they could ad lib all day.
And they help produce and direct those. They're already producers.
I miss Martin, man.
Me too. Everybody misses Martin. If you ever watch Martin, you miss Martin.
Martin,
he's the man.
Oh,
so. And then the other show that's coming out is Insecure on HBO and Issa Rae.
Awkward Black Girl.
Awkward Black Girl.
Did y'all watch Awkward Black Girl?
Mm-mm.
No.
I did not. I watched the trailer for Insecure. So we'll see.
Yeah, it looks good.
It looks really fun. It looks like a little cheesy.
Yeah. But
I think it has potential.
King Williams, how about you?
I'm looking forward to it, man. I mean, I've been watching her for a while, so this is her big shot, so I want to see what she does with it.
Do you know her personally?
No, we actually have mutual friends, but I've never actually met her before.
Oh, okay.
So it's funny because I had it's an acquaintance, but I was asking, this is when like she had just got picked up by Pharrell's, what was his brand called? What was the name of it?
Oh, I Am Other.
Yeah, she had just got picked up by him, and that's what really, really made her following get even bigger. But long story short, she had a viewing at the Apollo. And it was like a huge crowd. She came to speak. Pharrell came to speak. It was great, right? So I watched a few episodes there. And my friend who was with me, or acquaintance who was with me at the time, was like, I don't like this shit. And I was like, I mean, it wasn't that bad, was it? She was like, because I'm not awkward and I just can't relate. And I'm like, but you're black and you're a woman and you can relate to just like, not even relate, but you can just at least enjoy. It wasn't bad, but I think, people just want to down anything.
So it's going to be a little like hard
quirky
to relate to you and quirky.
Well, I don't know. That was the show Awkward Black Girl. I don't know what this is bringing and how it's going to be different. But I'm happy to see HBO is trying to get some diversity.
Well, that's really, I guess, the main point is like shout out to HBO for having some diversity because a lot of the shows are predominantly white. I can't think of any show that.
All of them except The Wire I could think of.
The Wire and Oz were the only two like very
ballers, multicultural.
Yeah, multicultural. How to make it in America was okay.
Yo, can we talk about how Stars is learning that damn black people really drive views? Stars is bringing Power, Survivors. Does anyone watch Power or Survivor's Remorse?
I watch Power.
Yo, when I tell you,
I don't know why that show is good, but it's good.
Yo, Power is so.
I gotta watch. Now I gotta watch it every week.
Right?
It make no sense. I'm like, this show, the acting is not good. I'm like,
I don't know how to lock me in.
There's a sex scene every episode.
Yo, I'm like, this show is not that good, but it's entertaining.
I'm so entertained.
I feel like I hear that Empire or Power is like the better version of Empire, like the uncut version. Maybe
if you haven't known, people compare it as like similar things because they were like going hard at the same time, but they're completely different shows. Empire is like a black soap opera, around hip hop, versus Power is like a gangster drug lord, but like modern day club scene, love triangle, quadrant, whatever.
Triplan.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I'm
gonna get into Power. I just need to finish the show I'm currently watching, which we're not going to get into. The other thing is, all of our black, quote, our primetime shows come back in September. So Empire comes back on the 21st.
I didn't even watch last season. Did y'all?
Never watched
the
episode.
No! It's like...
not a single episode?
How you feel about Power is how I feel about Empire. Okay. Empire is good, but I don't understand why I like it. Like... It's funny. There's elements of like things that I can relate to, and the black ass nature and the black assery of the whole thing. But then I'm just like
assery. Oh, that
I'm
was
just
a
like,
good one.
why? I'm like, why am I ready at 8:59 every week for this? So whatever. And then all of Shonda's shows. Well, Grey's Anatomy and How to Get Away with Murder come back on the 22nd. Kerry Washington's pregnant with twins. So
in the show?
No.
Oh,
so the Scandal's not coming back on regular premiere dates. Like, it's coming back midway through. So
let me tell you something. It's never too late. She done popped out a baby, one baby for that Nigerian man, and now two babies.
They're having a boy and a girl twin. They're the most low-key ass couple in the world. Like,
he said, I want a village. Now what's up?
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Okay.
She's still with Nnamdi.
Wasn't he on the Giants?
He used to be a football. I don't think he was ever on the Giants, but he's a football player.
He retired around the time he got married.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That was the most covert marriage. Nobody even knew. Kerry Washington reminds me of Taraji. I don't know who Taraji dates or if she's.
I don't think she's dating anyone right now.
Okay, but maybe Carrie, I just didn't even know she was in a relationship. And then all of a sudden she was married. Mac gotta go. Sorry.
Me and Mac, I'm sorry. I just have to just say this. Me and Mac about to square up.
We about to square up.
Okay.
East side comments, about to get one to the face. Anyway.
We don't want no problems. You don't want no problems.
That's a great transition. Speaking of Chance the Rapper.
We don't want no problems, big fella. That's my shit.
So, how y'all feel about Chance? Everyone in the room listen to his album?
Yeah, Chance is dope. He's everywhere.
Everywhere.
He was just on Good Morning America.
Yo, when I tell you I saw that, in my heart was filled with joy.
100%. He sang Summer Friends on Good Morning America, and I said, yes, black people are on the come up. I was so... Because what rapper when's the last time you saw a rapper on morning news television?
Good Morning America has a lot of rappers though. I watch it every morning.
Okay, well I don't watch anything I don't watch news at all. So
but he's young, he's conscious, he loves
not
God.
Every other word.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. It's a very not even the word's not mainstream, but it's very marketable in terms of the way that he's talking about things, because it's not it's not gangster rap, it's not we just watched Straight Outta Compton last year, and then you come to Chance the Rapper, who's a rapper, but he's a lot more soulful, conscious.
Yeah, and he's his music is joyful. It makes you happy and
uplifting.
It's uplifting, and then his love of God and for his love of music is very ever present.
Mama is love.
Yo, he is the opposite of basically everything that these codeine, fucking Xanax popping pill having rappers are talking about.
Leave Future alone.
Yo, Future don't get me wrong. I'm from Atlanta. Future is the man in these motherfucking streets right now, but like at the end of the day, like he sounds like a drug addict. Like, don't get me wrong,
though.
he absolutely is.
A drug addict,
and he keeps like, but think about the generation of kids that are like looking up to somebody like Future. Like, what's the homeboy's name? Who you just said?
Kodak Black. Wow.
Kodak Black, Lil Uzi, Vert, whatever. Yo, I feel like an old person. I
don't know these names.
Whoever these kids are. You know what I'm saying? Like, they always talking about violence, drugs, and being in this type of game, you know what I'm saying, in order to get money. Whereas, like, Chance is like, I love my baby mama. I want to make her my wife.
Right.
I love my grandmother who just
passed. I love
passed.
my daughter. I love God. Like, talking about mustard seed. Like, the biblical references in the album in general, I was just like, yes.
Heavy. Yo, King Williams, how you feel? He's the one who brought it up to me. Actually,
I was gonna I think we were talking about this off the air, but I feel like maybe we're in a transition phase. Like, hear me out on this one, right? So, like 7 years ago when Drake first started it was a wave, but like that wave took a minute to get there, and I feel like maybe Chance is like the thing that replaces Drake. Not like now, but I think this could be the thing.
Cause there's a lot, when I tell you, I like where you're going with that. Cause like when I tell you my Spotify playlist be knowing me like. Shit, like, are you in my head right now? Like,
Discover Weekly?
Yo, the Discover Weekly is so accurate. And because of Chance, because I play it on repeat, I've been introduced to so many other artists who are, like, just as lyrically savvy and just as, like, just the beats, the rhythms, everything like that are, like, on that level. And I'm like, I don't know, all these, like, young kids talking about God and just talking about, like, love in general in rap. I don't feel like exists anymore, but I feel like it's like a resurgence of that since we've had like such a
very positive
avoided space. Yeah,
it's a positive change. And I liked the song, the So Gone challenge. Did y'all see the raps from that?
I didn't really.
Yeah, some of them were good though. Some of them funny as hell.
Well, and Chance's was really good because his was like rapping to his girlfriend or fiance.
His was dope.
Oh, I didn't hear Chance's. Okay.
Oh, it was so good. It was so good. I'll show it to you later. But it was just like, bro, you just got bars. Like, I watched it. I was just
like, casually did it. Like, it was like
right. Like, he just had his phone up. Like, yo, this was my favorite song. I just decided to do this, and now like the whole resurgence of the song. Everybody now a lot of people now know what the song was, and if you didn't listen to Missy Elliott or Monica, you just might not know like that song. I think it's a great song. So
when did that song come out?
Early
It's like 03 or something like that.
That was 03?
Yeah, something like that, man.
Long time ago.
Still in high school.
So speaking of new music, Frank Ocean's album dropped after the most anticipated I wish he had just never said anything. Like, I wish he had just pulled a Beyonce and just dropped it.
Because everyone's waiting for weeks. Like, a week and change. Because they made it, he had, like, a little teaser.
Oh, you're talking about after the announcement. Because I'm talking about prior to, like, date after date in 2016.
People were waiting for, like, a year.
Yeah, that shit was supposed to come out so long ago. And my friends were, like, my one friend, she's like this dope-ass Asian girl. She puts me on all the hip-hop. I don't know why this happened. We went to college together. She put me onto Afropunk. Like, she is the reason that I know about so much, like, music in general. And she texts me every single time, like, I'm so disappointed in Frank. Why hasn't Frank put... I'm like, girl, text him, find out. Because I'm tired. I'm not waiting for this no more. I'm just not even going to listen when it came out, which is a total lie. I've been listening to it on repeat. But how'd y'all feel? Did anybody listen to it?
So I heard the album, not the visual piece. I heard the visual piece is pretty dope.
There's a visual piece?
I didn't know either.
I mean, that came out... I think the day before the album, and then they dropped the album. It was like an Apple exclusive situation.
You put me on.
Yeah.
I have Apple Music.
Yeah, so you might have it right now, not even know. I thought the album was pretty ridiculous. I was talking to somebody about Frank because I was like, some people how good he was, and someone's like, he can't even sing, and I was like, listening to some songs, I'm like, he doesn't even really sing that well. He's like a lot of auto tunes and other stuff, but he makes amazing songs. Like some of the songs on his album are just ridiculously amazing. You can't even like say anything bad about it. Like,
just a good artist.
Yeah.
Like,
art. That's a good. It's like he's bringing back artistry to music in the way that he chooses the beats and the back, the background and the auto tune, all that stuff makes the album really interesting. It's an interesting album to me. Like, I've been listening to it. Chance's album, every time I listen, I hear something new lyrically, but Frank's album, every time I listen, I hear something new musically. So I'm interested because it's only been a couple days, but I'm definitely like still gonna keep paying attention.
You got an Andre sighting too.
Word.
That that was literally just Andre. It was like, so you just gonna drop an entire like.
That was actually
song.
my favorite thing.
Yeah.
When I heard his voice, I was just like,
Yeah.
You can't miss it.
Supposedly 3 Stacks coming out with a solo album right now.
We all been waiting
working on
for the past 20 years.
Yeah.
J. Cole, Baby Father, aka Jake. J. Cole and
Baby
Drake.
Father with the V.
Are coming out with a joint album together.
Who?
So I hear. And Drake.
I thought it was J. Cole
And Kendrick.
And Kendrick.
Yeah.
Is it Kendrick?
It's
Sorry,
definitely Kendrick.
My bad. They're coming out with an album together. So that'll be interesting.
Wait, has this been signed, sealed, delivered? It's been rumor mill, but I don't think that's like...
It's alleged.
That's rumor mill, yeah. No.
I just found that out.
Because we've all been waiting.
Because how old is Frank Ocean?
I don't know, he's like 25?
Yeah, you gotta be in that range.
Yeah, people talk shit about a lot of young artists now, but they are on a whole different wave. To piggyback on what my man was saying, they are on a different wave than like
you're right.
ever before, man. Like you talk about them, you even talk about like Odd Future and shit, which Frank Ocean came out of, and like people like the internet and shit like that. Yeah. Even like Tyler Creator guys, his shit's low.
He went the other way.
Yeah,
but
at the same time, I fuck with some of his music. His shit is
some of it, yeah.
Like,
Frank's
you can't find anybody like
it.
Oh,
is that old?
Didn't know either.
I didn't know that.
How old is Tyler?
I'm looking at all these now.
Tyler.
Yeah, they're smart kids though. I love the internet.
Smart kid. Tyler's 25.
Is she Ethiopian? She looks hella Ethiopian.
Sid
the Skid. What's her?
Sid the Kid.
Sid the Kid.
Tyler's 25. And I'm going to just look up Kendrick because we're talking about...
Kendrick's like 26.
29.
Whoa. Okay, didn't know that.
Yeah. And then Chance is my age, I think.
Yeah. Chance is young.
Yeah. He's 23.
With knowing exactly what he wants out of life.
Absolutely.
Makes me so happy. It makes me so...
Yeah.
It just is like... It's just refreshing.
Oh, can we also talk about how Chance's album is free? Like, you can't purchase it.
It's stream only.
It's stream only on Apple Music and just listen to it. I'm interested to see how that works for him and what his...
Especially business model.
Right.
Like, we all know you make your money when you're on tour. But still, like, business model-wise, like... Because I don't know how the mathematics are done when it comes to, like, Apple or Spotify or anything like that. Right, but you know they make money, but, like, I don't know how that money's broken down.
He's making money this year because he's on tour everywhere. He's at, like, the Meadows, Made in America.
Right.
He got his own joint in Chicago. Like, Chance is eating well this year.
and made, you know, the Good Morning America, like, the news stations are taking
Nike.
He did the
ESPYs.
Yeah, he's got some sponsors and stuff. Like, I'm not mad. 23, you out here hustling and preaching about God. Hey.
And it was probably, like, a really good business move. Word, yeah.
Word.
Now, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, though. Okay, so back to what you said about the streaming thing. Like, so it's a good thing and it's a bad thing for a lot of artists because if you're streaming, like, you're not making money, period. But unless you're doing, like, a Drake deal, and what Apple's been doing right now is they've been ponying up the money for these exclusives. So I wouldn't be surprised if Chance got, like, a high 6, low 7 for that album. Like,
for exclusives.
Yeah, because I put it like this. Drake actually, what people don't know is last year when Drake signed with Apple Music when he came out last spring, he got $19 million to do the OVO sound radio station plus like the views from the 6 and like the 2 mixtapes. So Drake got 19 for that from Apple.
What?
And that's not including like the additional actual sales of the album when it came out plus the revenue from streams. So unless you're doing something like that, it'd be interesting to see what Chance got because he's a much smaller rapper, but.
Right.
Still, I mean, he probably could have cleared at least high 6 or a low 7.
That's really interesting to know how they do that contractually. I don't know anything about that.
Well, I mean, Chance isn't on the label, so I mean, for him,
right,
like,
he's his own straight money.
Right.
You're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn, that's great.
So we can go. You want to talk about Joanne?
Joanne the Scammer. King Williams, can you please
Yeah, like, all right, so I know a lot of people, I don't know if you guys have ever, like, seen Joanne the Scammer. This just came, like, we talked about this, like, a week ago, me and CG, like, it's just a thing, like, this is, like, we talked about Chance, right? So Joanne the Scammer, I think, is probably the internet equivalent of what Chance the Rapper is doing right now. And I say that because, like, no one has really, a lot of people had, like, internet stars, Vine stars, and stuff like that, where this kid just got he got the cover of Fader last week, and, like, he's starting to get deals, and starting to get, like, but just, he's taking it to a different place with his, like, character that we haven't really seen before. Not since maybe Martin and Jamie Foxx, like, doing Wanda and stuff like that back in the early 90s. Like, where somebody's really flipping it and really making a real character out of this.
So can you...
And I just think it's interesting.
So can you, like, For the listeners who don't know, because it's hard to describe this, like hearing us, because I had to Google who this was, and I didn't realize I know who it is.
Get out of my Caucasian home.
You know who it is?
Yeah, after looking it up.
I seen him with this blonde wig on, and I get memes and gifs every day with him in it, and I just didn't know that his name, or, is it his? Can I say his?
I say his, hers,
That the name of the character is Joanne the Scammer. So what is I just started reading up on this today, to be honest. So what I got is the guy just decided to come up with this persona in order to expose people and put people out. And so he does all of these crazy scams and burglaries and random shit. But then it ends up being funny, but he exposes things like privilege and the hierarchies of race and him being a cross-dresser and all this kind of other stuff. So what, can you started to say you think it's really interesting? Are those the reasons you find it really interesting?
I just find it interesting because we haven't seen anything like this yet, but it makes the most logical sense, right? So Jaden Smith was getting a lot of shit from
when he modeled,
dressing like a girl, and just the whole Odd Future, the internet kind of thing. They very are gender fluid is the best way I can describe it. And then you have this thing.
Shit, Young Thug, yeah.
Yeah, Young Thug is another one. This is a continuation of that wave of kids now. And it's a whole. The fact that Joanne the Scammer is more popular than any of these other internet celebrities in a quarter of the time is just fascinating to me. When you have hood dudes who just watch these videos and think nothing of it, that doesn't offend them or that doesn't make them gay because they watch Joanne the Scammer
That's
videos.
real.
That would have never happened 5 years ago. And I just think that's we're in an interesting time right now.
Yeah. Is he gay?
Yeah, he's gay.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So first of all, okay, so I wanted
the story in the back. Did you read the article you sent out or no?
Yes. So also I have been following because he formerly was Miss Prada. So as just a female in the room who also just snap love the kids. I've loved him as Miss Prada, as Brandon, as he's put on skits for years, and me and another friend go back and forth sending each other random ass memes and clips of his just foolishness. So when Joanne the Scammer came out, I was just yo, he's really riding his wave, and then I started seeing people post his face with that blonde wig on and talking about his Caucasian home crazy lately. So when this came up, I was oh, so this is something everybody knows about, because I usually think my taste might be a little different from the masses.
Not too mainstream.
But yeah, he's gone through a lot. He's been in jail. He was addicted to
crazy.
Yeah,
he was adopted by white parents, and he grew up thinking he was white. So and people in school be yo, you're not white, you're adopted. And he didn't believe it.
Yeah. And
eventually he got put on, and he was crushed, and they had mad identity issues, and then having issues is also finding out you're black when you've been telling people your whole life adamantly that you're white.
That should be a show within itself.
Yeah, in high school, and then coming out, and then a bunch of other things that just sound like a crazy backstory.
Yeah, and he's been doing. Yeah, I appreciate what you said. Even if you watch it, it doesn't make you people of all backgrounds can look at it and still enjoy it. But
yeah, and I think sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I saw a tweet the other day, and it was if you're listening to Frank Ocean's album, you're a gay man.
Who? I don't even. Why'd you repeat that foolishness?
Because
they ignorant.
But it's proving my point. You can watch Joanne and not. It has nothing to do with who you are. You are entertained because it's entertainment, not. Doesn't put you in a category just because you enjoy it, kind of thing.
Now, if you listen to Frank Ocean, you might be in a sort of mood because you have to be in a mental order to be listening to some.
That's not everyday music.
Not at all.
I mean, amongst my friends, I could say when it first came out that Frank Ocean had he wasn't sure of how he defined himself, sexuality and stuff. Yeah. It did kind of stain the music for some people, but it's also
definitely that first album.
Yeah. Oh.
No, I mean, but
Channel Orange.
But if you're a mature person and you could still listen to music and appreciate it, and that's art. That's art form. But it's sometimes wait a minute, who's he singing to? What's going on? And
there were a couple lines in the album where he said something you got to get this dick, and then he said something else you got to hit it raw, and I was Frank, who you? I said, why did you say it like that, though? Like, there was a couple lines I heard when I was just questioning it.
Because he wants to be his true self.
Yeah.
I said, okay. I'm here for him. I'm here for all of it.
It's an amazing amount of progress we've made. Like, I grew up in Atlanta, very hyper masculine environment in the South, and like to think like homosexuality, bisexuality would even be remotely as accepted as it is amongst our generation of people. Is like, I would never have predicted this.
And even people that are like not even that much older than us. Like, I have coworkers who are just like, and I'm good on this. Like,
which is expected, I think.
Yeah, and it also your cultural background and whatever else, like the age of your parents and different things, like however your parents raised, definitely matters. But I'm like 20 years younger, but he's a black man who has a Haitian background, and he still says things, and I'm like, that's offensive to me. Like, why would you say that? You know, he just uses phrases and stuff that are kind of old school, and he's used to just
Caribbean man, I tell you.
Well, girl, that's a whole other scenario.
Speaking of foolishness, people like, who was it? The governor and like 3 other old white men who made the gender rule about bathrooms in North Carolina, which made them basically forfeit the NBA All-Star game for 2017. Like, how stupid and how biased and idiotic can you be to say, you know what, I'm going to stand by this law that this bill that I put in place to make sure our children are not corrupted by these transsexual deviants that are going to the bathrooms of our children.
Right.
Like, in 2016, bruh.
And we had that conversation a few weeks ago, or a few episodes ago, I should say, about just like the dynamic of that. How we were talking about how, as women, we see young boys in the bathroom all the time because moms just bring their kids in.
And we have individual stalls.
So it makes it a little bit different. But like, men don't bring their daughters into the men's bathroom. And we had, Ron Mexico was on the podcast saying like, if he sent his daughter into a bathroom alone, like a women's bathroom, even if he was waiting outside, if he saw a trans woman go in there, he'd be skeptical of that. So it's hard. Like, I think people just aren't comfortable yet. That's really what
I think it's stupid.
Okay.
That's your opinion, and like we just said,
and I'm not saying that I don't disagree with you.
An amazing amount of progress recently, right? Like, for hundreds of years, thousands of years before that, being gay has always been like an outlier or a taboo.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're not going to erase all of these, like, deep-setted mindsets.
It's also, like, what's correct? So, like, it's also, like, it's probably a very small fraction of people. What about people who use that as an opportunity to pray or do something, like, inappropriate? So, how do you kind of, like, be fair to people who identify with a certain gender and still, like, not have issues with other people who are doing things to be creeps?
Right. But there's extremists of any kind are not okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know who's lurking into the bathrooms right now in New York City that are of transgender that, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, there's men,
right.
Anything,
exactly. That's why I feel like
there's
to specifically
men
target
into bathrooms right now, targeting people. So it's all relative to like what you quote believe.
I'm glad Charlotte lost the damn NBA All-Star.
Oh, they're moving to NOLA too, honey.
It's official. I know they were talking about it.
They're moving to New Orleans.
Let me tell you something. It was in New Orleans 2 years ago. Let me tell you. I'm excited.
Well, Ty and I went last year, or this past
Toronto
one. We were in Toronto.
Oh, it was a cold day in Toronto.
It was about as cold gets.
Brick is actually the word.
I mean, you have to go somewhere 2 blocks, and we sprint. One time we sprinted. I was like,
motherfuckers was running, and we were lit the whole time. Like, I feel like we drank pretty much the entirety of the trip, and I was still outside just cold. Like, you couldn't walk a block.
It was a different kind of cold.
Really?
No.
Yo, you just that's coming.
Like, your skin just was. You could put on 3 layers of Nivea with the shea butter and still be ashy if you walk outside.
I haven't heard of Nivea, so
it didn't do anything for you.
It was like that 2 years ago when it was in Brooklyn too. For that weekend, it was fucking brick that.
Yeah, it was cold.
It was very close.
Ain't nothing like, I'm telling you.
Yeah, Toronto's probably a little worse.
It's just unreal how cold it was there.
You were trying to get me out there. I was like, girl, I'll be there. And I was like,
it's
just like, not worth. I was like, me, like, sacrificing my peace of mind. Nope.
It was just cold. It was cold to the point where you would walk outside, your eyes just tearing.
You can't even be cute in that cold. Because I'm sure girls would dress up for the club.
You'd be surprised people was wearing it. I was like, I don't know what y'all doing out there.
Seriously, there was like one of the nights, I can't remember which night, but we were going out to this one place. I had on pants, closed-toed wedges, and like I had on clothes. And we got there. The line was like maybe 30 people. Girls in dresses, heels, open-toed shoes. And there was a line and we were just like, nah, we good. We not going in. And we just got back in the cab and we left. All right, well, this has been a solid episode. I think we're going to wrap this one up. Thanks,
y'all. Thank y'all for listening.
And thank you for listening. I'm sorry. I'm laughing because y'all can't see what's going on in the room. And Mac just be cutting up all the time.
I know. Anyway.
So follow us on...
Yeah, follow us on Twitter, Black Meets World.
And Instagram, Black_meets_world. Does anybody who was a guest want to plug any of y'all's social media or anything?
Or any upcoming events? Okay, I just see
T
heads
shaking her head like, no.
And,
T said, oh, hell no.
Hell no.
Mac, you good?
No problem.
How about King Williams?
How you doing?
Yeah, thank you guys again for having me on the podcast. If you guys want to reach me, it's I Am King Williams on every social media platform. So I Am King Williams. Also, I have a documentary that'll be out late this year called The Atlanta Way. It's on gentrification in Atlanta. So I would love for you guys to check that out as well.
Wait, Atlanta is the first city in the United States to shut down all of their projects, right?
Yes.
Shut down all of what project? What are you doing?
We got rid of all of our public housing.
Wow.
What? You mean actual projects?
Like Hamilton E. Home. Well, you know, but like, you ever heard of Bankhead Highway?
Yeah.
Bankhead. Yeah.
You don't have to explain it like that.
I mean, I'm just making it into context for those who are not as familiar. But anyway, he does an amazing job. This is like a passion project. This has been going...
Something like that, yeah. It's been like that for a minute. So I'm from Atlanta and like the east side of town. So just watching all of those come down. When I got to Georgia State, I said that's what I want to make my career in. And I just started doing a film on it.
Word.
Awesome.
Well, definitely find him at I Am King Williams on all social media. We will definitely be plugging the documentary later in the year. We'll have some links for you and all that good stuff.
Yeah, we could talk about it too. That could be a full episode.
Yeah, we'll definitely delve into the entire situation. I had no idea that was a thing. They shut down all their projects. That's insane. All right. Thank y'all for listening.
All right.
Peace. Love. Black Meets World.
I like that.